There are moments in a Leo's life when everything seems to halt in the middle of chaos, leaving you to wonder whether the universe has been placing you through a series of sacred trials. When challenges pile up, when heartbreak wears down your spirit, when disappointments echo louder than hope, you might have questioned whether all of it served a purpose. Yet across every bruise, through every tear, one force never wavered. Your pulse, strong and unwavering, carrying the fierce resilience only a Leo can embody. Even in silence, your courage glowed bright enough for the universe itself to pause and watch. Before we move any further, pause and feel into this moment. If you're watching, comment your date of birth and zodiac sign. Let the universe see you're awake and listening. Today, your story shifts. This journey isn't about revisiting pain for the sake of suffering. It's about walking into the threshold of a new cycle, stretching nearly 2 decades ahead, a chapter infused with light, abundance, and liberation, unlike anything you've known. And before this path unfolds, take a slow breath in, let it expand your lungs, and release gently. That steady pulse within you, that is the echo of a survivor who has endured years shaped by struggle and unexpected storms. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Leo Zodiac, so these cosmic revelations continue guiding you throughout this transformation. For nearly 13 years, it may have felt as if you wandered through an immense spiritual desert. Each effort seemed met with resistance. Relationships dissolved in ways that felt unfair. Money slipped through your fingers as quickly as it came, and your emotional strength was tested to its limits. And yet, in spite of moments where you nearly surrendered, here you are, standing, glowing, unbroken, like a flame that refuses to be extinguished, even when winds howl fiercely. You spent nights questioning your path, replaying memories, searching for meaning. Thoughts like, why must everything be this difficult? What am I doing wrong? Circled your mind. But in truth, Leo, nothing about your journey was a punishment. You were navigating a rite of passage, one shaped by the 3 great cosmic teachers, Saturn, Uranus, and Pluto. Saturn arrived first, stern yet compassionate in its own ancient way, urging you to learn self-reliance and discipline. It removed what wasn't meant to last, even when you tried desperately to hold on. It stripped you of illusions, pushing you to recognize your true power independent of others. Uranus swept through like sudden lightning, rattling your world to its core, breaking apart job structures, friendships, romances, and environments. You outgrew without realizing it. Uranus wasn't there to destroy your life, but to liberate you from cages you didn't know you were living inside. And Pluto, the deepest transformer of all, drew you inward to confront shadows you never wanted to acknowledge, old heartbreaks, buried insecurities, unspoken fears. It cleansed you through intensity, shaping you into someone stronger, more radiant, more authentic. All of these planetary forces weren't obstacles, they were sculptors. They forged you like fire-shaped steel, pressing, molding, purifying, so that you would emerge powerful enough to step into the era approaching now. And as these cosmic lessons fade, an unfamiliar calm begins to spread around you, signaling a profound shift. A door is opening, Leo. Are you ready to walk into it? Because right beyond this threshold lies July 2025, the ignition point of a 20-year cycle defined by a prosperity, stability, and emotional fulfillment beyond what your past could have allowed. And before we continue, if this message resonates so far, gently tap the like button. It supports the channel and helps the energy of this reading reach other Leos who need it. Now imagine for a moment the feeling of sunlight breaking through after years of gray skies. That's what July 2025 represents for you. It's not merely a date, it is an energetic gateway. When you step through, the world around you begins to soften, the tension loosens, the colors sharpen. Your spirit begins to recognize that survival mode is finally ending. For the first time in years, the universe is not asking you to endure. It is asking you to receive. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, opportunity, and divine timing, is aligning itself in one of the most powerful positions Leo could hope for. It leans gently toward you like an old guide saying, "Your time has come. Step into your blessings." Meanwhile, Venus drifts into harmony, surrounding your path with beauty, connection, creativity, and love. Together, Jupiter and Venus form a cosmic dance that showers your future with golden particles of possibility, each one a doorway leading to a version of your life that is easier and more abundant. Money begins to stabilize, not through random highs and lows, but through dependable flow. Opportunities you once dreamed about quietly come within reach. Old projects may revive themselves with surprising success. Investments may blossom. A career path you once abandoned may return with new, powerful relevance. And your heart, your Leo heart that has endured too much, begins to soften again. If you've endured lonely nights, wondering whether real love would ever return, the universe whispers otherwise. Connections deepen, family ties strengthen. Someone may step into your life with a presence that feels ancient, familiar, and grounding. This person won't come to complete you, but to reflect back the strength you've grown into. Your vitality returns next. Worries that once weighed heavy begin to dissolve. Your sleep deepens, your energy rises, the creative spark inside you awakens again, reminding you of passions you buried out of practicality or pain. You begin to move not out of fear, but out of inspiration. Leo, none of this is random. Astral energies have been aligning slowly, creating an opening that will illuminate everything in your life at once. It will feel like stepping out of a long winter into early summer, the type of warmth that soaks into your bones and reminds you that life still holds beauty. But to walk through this doorway, one thing is required: release. You must place down the heavy backpack you've carried for years, filled with self-doubt, old betrayals, suppressed disappointments, and fears of failure. Because these weights cannot accompany you into the new cycle. They are artifacts of an old identity the universe is asking you to outgrow. Instead, the universe asks you to trust. Trust your instincts. Trust your resilience. Trust that everything ahead of you is aligned with what you have already earned. This is the moment to close unfinished chapters, conflicts left unresolved, apologies left unsent, forgiveness withheld from yourself or others. These loose threads quietly anchor you to timelines that are no longer meant for you. The universe is asking you to tie them off, to clear emotional space so new stories can be written. And as you do this inner work, something extraordinary happens. Your intuition sharpens, coincidences increase, doors open effortlessly. You meet someone unexpectedly who shifts your path. A comment overheard in a cafe reveals the exact answer you needed. Resources show up at perfect timing. This is not luck, it is synchronicity. The universe moves pieces into place the moment you move into alignment. These signals won't be loud, but they will be unmistakable. Gentle nudges, a sudden thought you can't explain, a persistent feeling that something new is calling. Unfolding like a sunrise, light stretching across every corner of your life, revealing possibilities you once thought unreachable. Relationships that nourish you, opportunities that expand you, a sense of peace steady enough to become your foundation. This is not a fantasy. This is cosmic timing finally swinging in your favor. You don't need to know every detail of how this transformation will happen. You don't need every step mapped out. The only for hope will look to you. Your journey will remind them that rising again is not only possible but destined. You were never meant to dim yourself to survive. You were meant to illuminate the world. And when you finally step beyond the threshold of your old identity into the era blooming before you, you'll whisper to yourself with relief, gratitude, and awe, I've finally come home. Right now, in this very moment, part of you is already you. Follow these impulses. They are guiding you toward the life forming patiently at the horizon. This is the beginning of your rise. Because once July 2025 arrives, it is as if the universe hands you a new script, one where you stand not as a survivor, but as a leader, healed, fierce, magnetic, and deeply aware of your worth. A 20-year era where you reclaim your identity as the royal fire sign you were born to be. Imagine it, the next 2 decades. Zodiac, so you never miss future guidance meant for your path. And at the very end of this blessed moment, don't forget to like this video. It helps carry this message to more Leo souls who need it. The universe believes in you. Now, Leo, it's time for you to finally believe in yourself. Requirement is trust. Trust in the timing, trust in your heart, and trust in the strength you worked years to build. Start small. Write down your dreams. Take a single bold step. Release one fear today. Forgive one moment from your past. These small acts create massive openings in the universe, allowing blessings to rush into your life. And as things begin to shift, your story will become a beacon. Other Leos, other hearts who are still searching, changing. Your mind feels clearer. Your heart feels lighter. Your energy feels softer yet stronger. This is the quiet beginning of your transformation, the soul awakening to the truth of who you are. And Leo, if this message touched something deep within you, comment below with your date of birth and zodiac sign so the universe knows you're ready. Share your story or simply type, "I am ready." Before you go, make sure you're subscribed to Leo